So this is my first time at San Diego Comic-Con. This is pretty overwhelming. Check out Preview Day. So yeah, you're outside looks pretty cool. There's like stuff on the billboards and everything. Like you got like little movie posters everywhere, and then you know you're walking around the con. There's a bunch of booths, as every other con, but this is preview night, so it wasn't as packed. There's some cool stuff. Look at that. There's a little bear thing there. Walking around. There's Tamagotchi stuff, which was weird. Lots of cool NECA stuff. Don't really care about it though. I've come to realize I'm a terrible consumer because I didn't care about most of this stuff. I don't care about exclusives. I saw lots of asshole scalping shit. That was pretty stupid, I think. Why are you going to do that? Look at that. Hot Wheel stuff was cool. Like the Back to the Future thing was cool. The Jaws, that Jaws thing was pretty badass, but I don't really care for it. All the little Mario Kart Hot Wheels, that was pretty sweet. Masters of the Universe stuff was cool. They had a big Star Wars booth, but it was pretty weird. It was just a bunch of shows playing on screens, I guess, and some models. That's about it. So I don't know. Prancing Pony, whatever the hell that was, some Lord of the Rings stuff. There's some Fantastic Four booth, was kind of cool. Got to see some of the uniforms, and there's a big screen right there. And then the little car over there, and then walking more over here, some more Marvel stuff. Whatever the hell this was, I don't remember. I'm like trying to look at it, and then there's all this Hasbro stuff. People are scalping and like paying people to stand in line for them. Pretty wild. And look at that Spinosaurus, just a cool statue. That's Toynami. I don't know what that. Those look cool. Yeah, that's some cool stuff. Robotech stuff is pretty sweet. Big old Robotech statue. So that the Godzilla stuff. I don't know what happened. We went and stood in this line because we thought it was going to be something cool, and then they handed us a brochure, and I was like, I don't like any of this stuff. There's like One Piece stuff. The Gundam card game stuff's pretty cool. They definitely had an allotment for everything, but I'm going to try to do the play testing thing. You get a free deck. They had a cool pumpkin head statue. Pretty much wraps up the day, and then we take the train back to our place.